Tonight, we are a nation of extremes. The East is cleaning up after vicious storms knocked down trees, snapped power lines, and wrecked buildings. Folks were jolted out of bed by nonstop roaring thunder. In the West, at least 30 large wildfires are thriving on the long drought and relentless heat. We have two reports this evening, and first we'll go to Wyatt in the nation's capital. Wyatt?
Scott, residents stretching from Virginia to New Jersey say that last night's thunderstorms, like the one that took out this 150-foot tall oak tree, were extremely violent and very frightening. It was in the forecast as a thunderstorm, but what developed was a much larger weather system in which clusters of storms crashed together. The collision of storms created a phenomenon called wet microbursts, random gusts of hurricane and gale force winds. One of those gusts destroyed this marina in Maryland. Another hit Whitehall Township, Pennsylvania, where Jenny Daneker heard the storm gathering and barely escaped.
So we just went in and ran down into the basement, and a few seconds later heard the loud crash of the roof coming down.
In New Jersey, residents like Paul Marositz described rain and hail coming in sideways.
The wind was worse than Sandy. That's how loud it was.
In Washington, the storm created a spectacular light show, but also forced a group of Girl Scouts camping out at the White House to seek shelter in the executive office building. This microburst storm was part of a weather pattern that forecasters call the Ring of Fire, the high pressure and hot air that's dominated the east and the south from New England to Texas throughout the month of June. Colder air slamming into the ring from all directions brought floods to Texas and record rainfall in the east. Washington in June got 3 times the normal amount of rain.
I'm Carter Evans. Here in the West, it's another day of triple-digit temperatures from California to Washington state, where hot weather is fueling a new wildfire. Flames forced dozens to flee their homes in Quincy. 30 miles away near Wenatchee, some evacuees returned to find their houses burned to the ground. Heavy hail pelted the city of Tucson, where the hot weather caused severe thunderstorms. Dramatic photos and videos from Phoenix showed intense lightning overnight. The high temperatures are caused by a high-pressure system stalled over 9 western states, trapping them under a heat dome.
They won't have power back on until 6:30 in the morning.
In Los Angeles, cooling off next to an air conditioner was not an option for some after a power outage left nearly 21,000 customers in the dark. The state's utilities are now urging Californians to conserve electricity in what's known as a flex alert. Steve Conroy is with Southern California Edison.
You're looking for conservation, people to reduce usage, business and residential customers when they can.
California utility companies are asking customers to reduce their power usage through at least 9 p.m. tonight. Scott, the triple-digit temperatures here in the West are expected to continue into next week.
Carter Evans, Wyatt Andrews, thanks very much.